You have no idea how many boxes you have stored up in heaven with your name on it because you lost faith.
Part one to have an extraordinary life is mastering the skill of the science of achievement. How do I take what I envision and make it real? And how do I do that quicker, faster, better, easier? The ability to manifest what you come up with and make it real, like you've done with your company,
yes,
that's a skill set.
There's nothing wrong with believing in what you do, but there has to be a sense of humility, of being humble and paying attention to everything around you.
I always ask that. And then make me humble myself and remember what I asked for and get back in faith. All you gotta do is stay in faith. You have to believe. You can't run 50K without some faith. 15, 20, 26. It's too many moments you can give up. You got to stay there. You ain't gonna become Mr. Universe. It's not happening, man. You're not getting no TV show. You're not gonna become the head of the company.
So that you won't miss some of the important things that are helpful to your life and to your success. The kids need a game plan. Mom needs a game plan. Dad needs a game plan. You need a business game plan. You need a game plan for your office. If you're in business, a game plan for your business. A detailed plan for the use of your work time. In the leadership seminar, we talk about how to put together this detailed plan for the day and for the week and for the month. How to stretch out a plan for 6 months and for a year. In doing business around the world, we found that you have to detail the plans in great detail. Otherwise, sure enough, you're going to miss something. So that's the third fundamental for success. And I can promise you that a detailed plan for the use of your work time will put you in the top 5%, because most people don't have one.
You're not going to get the supervisor position. You're not going to own the sugarcane farm. You ain't going to own it, dog. You can be one of the workers there, but you're not finna be that dude that do the hiring. You're not finna be that dude if you don't stay in faith and come to work. See, I lost a lot, but I lost my fear of failure. Michael Jordan, in his life, has taken 946 game-winning shots. Michael Jordan ain't made but 123 of them. But they don't write about the losses. They write about all of them that went in. His last game against Utah, and he hit that jumper. That's all you see. He didn't do that but 123 times. He missed 800 sometimes. But he wasn't afraid to take game-winning shot. You just gotta lose your fear of failure. Failing is part of the process.
Now here's the fourth fundamental for success. Number 4 is a consistent plan for the gathering of knowledge. Most people get ideas just spasmodically, or when someone happens to come by, or they just happen to hear someone, or they happen to read a book that might have some ideas that could help to benefit their life. What I'm saying is we all need a consistent plan for the gathering of knowledge. A consistent plan for going to the library. A consistent plan for attending the lectures, attending the seminars. When you listen to a sermon, make sure you've got your journal to take notes. Wherever you go, gather knowledge, but gather it on purpose. Do it constantly, do it daily, and do it consistently. We need a consistent plan for reading books.
I spend an unbelievable amount of time helping people do it faster, quicker, better, showing them the shortcuts, teaching them the strategies, modeling what works so you can save yourself a decade. But I would submit to you that having done this for 38 years with, 50 million people at this stage, I can tell you that the science of achievement, there are a lot of people that are damn good at that, and they still don't have an extraordinary life. They have an extraordinary life. You see it as extraordinary, but I get the phone call from the multi-billionaire who tells me he wants to do this thing on his business, but what he really find out is he's miserable as hell, and he's hoping somehow I'm going to rub off on him on that side too.
Shoaff taught me the simplest little things, like tip. He taught me what the word tip meant. I didn't know. I'm from a little farm community. What did I know about tip? He said tip, the word T-I-P, tip, comes from a little phrase called to ensure promptness. And the more I thought about that, then I understood what he meant. If a tip is to ensure promptness, when should you give it? Answer, up front. You don't wait to see whether or not you've gotten good service to decide to tip. You ensure good service. Mr. Shove said to me, sophisticated people make sure they get good service. It's just one of the little things to learn called lifestyle. How to enjoy your family, how to enjoy your money, how to enjoy your time and your substance, how to enjoy your own thoughts, figuring ways to anticipate your family's needs, to do it with joy instead of animosity, to get great delight in the substance you now have. Most people say, if I had more money, I'd be happier. But happiness is something you have to work on besides money, because the money won't make you happy.
You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. Sometimes you got to learn to listen before you can speak. Pay attention to those that are around you. Sometimes your greatest education is just paying attention to people, what they say, what they do, how they live their lives. This information can be great to you.
And so I give him what he asked for, the change in his business, but I also give him what he needs, which is the change inside of him. So the second skill is the art of fulfillment. If you want an extraordinary life, you can't just achieve, you got to be fulfilled. As simplistic as that sounds, but it's an art. It's not a science. It's a science to making money, come on. Any age, any color, any background, any gender, if you do these things, you'll have an abundance of money. You do these things, you're gonna have too much month at the end of the month. You're gonna have financial stress, right? Body. Everyone's biochemically different, but you and I both know there's fundamental rules, laws. There's a science to the body. You violate that science, you're gonna have disease, you're gonna have low energy. You align with that, you're gonna have an abundance of energy. It's gonna affect everything in your life. It's a science. Fulfillment's not like that. Fulfillment is as different as our human beings. You wanna know what God or the universe likes? Look at the jungle, look at the forest. It's diverse, right? So most people think, well, I wanna get that, because they've been modeling somebody else, and that might work on how to achieve something. It'll never work for what will fulfill you. How many people you know, like you, got what you thought you wanted and you weren't fulfilled?
It can educate you. There are many people that are competing for the right to be right. But sometimes you will be wrong. You really don't understand everything that's going on around you. You don't necessarily have every answer to every question that is asked, but that's okay. Being humble will be your best friend. You will learn to learn from others. It is a good thing to be humble. It will develop you throughout your lifetime, because when it's all said and done, we are all students as well as teachers. Continue to stay driven with humility. Keep it moving. Be productive. Be powerful. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.